Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantele, and we have the band back together. We are talking about MTV's The Challenge, season 36. And this is a preview of what's to come. So we're going to do a male's draft. And we have my co-host here today. So up top with me, over here, we have...
Michelle, Nash, hello.
Hi, Michelle. And down below today we have...
Fanta, Sesay.
So if this is your first time on Reality Realness, well then welcome. Please do us all a favor and just subscribe right down over there. We're on our mission to 1,000 subscribers and we can't do it without you. So we're at the main event. We've been waiting all year, all 2020, basically, after season 35 to get this season going. We weren't sure if we're going to have one. We weren't sure if it was going to start in 2020 or if it's going to be next year it started. So, Michelle, overall thoughts that we are getting a challenge season next week or 2 weeks from now.
I mean, I'm fucking pumped. It's like, you know, something to get us through the holidays, which is great. I love that they're just like, hey, we're going to edit this shit and get it out there because, you know, spoilers are aplenty already out in the system. It's like, I just want to watch the season and see what goes down and enjoy it. And yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I know there's going to be so many things I hate and love, and it's just going to be perfect.
And Fanta, what about you? How have you been feeling about, you know, the spoilers coming in and like, you know, the buzz around this season? Like, what are your thoughts about what's to come?
I think that this season is like a reward for us for what we've all been through this year. I have been expertly dodging out spoilers like a ninja, so I'm very excited.
Like ninja?
What's that? Oh, not that ninja. Not that one. So I'm very like I can't believe it's already in 2 weeks, and I'm actually like really excited about the cast.
I am excited about the cast too. I will be talking a lot about how we, you know, feel about the new people that they brought in or whatnot, and maybe reasons why they brought them in. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the cast too. I'm pretty excited about what's to come. So I thought that we would start off with watching the trailer. And then Michelle, since you're new to the draft, we'll give you the baton to decide where you would like to go in the draft picks and the order of the draft picks. So you have the preview to decide that, and then we'll get started. We're going to be doing the men today, and then next week we're going to do the women on this season, if that's good with everybody. And we have someone chatting with us, and we back. Let's go.
What?
Go. The challenge is back. My favorite content on Reality Realness, like not going to lie.
Don't tell anyone else.
Okay, let me get this all set up because we're gonna watch this trailer. That. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I actually haven't watched this yet, so I'm going to be surprised as well. All right, let's make sure that looks good. Yes. All right.
The challenge cuts ties with D-Win over comments about...
What?
This is not what we want to see right now.
Not at all. Skip.
We've never formally...
Okay, we're going to have to start this over again. Keep talking, guys. Talk about the challenge while I figure this out.
I'm just like trying to think to myself, like I'm looking at the list and I'm just like, do I want to go first? Do I want to go third? I'm just kind of like weighing my pros and cons here.
Remember, Michelle, that Chantele won last season. So just think about that.
Did I pick first? No, I picked second last time.
Yeah, I did. I made quite the mess of it. But yeah, you want to like really put us in a good position.
I don't even know. Yeah, anyways, I mean, we'll see. Okay.
Is there an alliance going on that like I need to be aware of here?
No, she just prompted one. I did not accept or deny it. And I don't even know what's an advantage, to be honest.
We were pre-gaming in the DM.
Position has its advantage. So, going first, you get your first pick, but then you also get like what first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, like, and then like fifth pick. Like it's just But then the second one, you kind of always get every other pick, which is kind of good. And then third, you get 2 back-to-back picks, which is also can be pretty good. Oh my God, I had this ready to go, and I don't know where it is now, but I'm going to keep this open because it has everybody's picture, which is good.
Groovy.
Where did it go, though? I had it, and then now it's disappeared.
Can you pull it up on the Insta?
Is it on Instagram?
Yeah, it's in Challenge T.
Okay, I can do that.
The trailer.
I could do that. Keep speculating, Michelle.
Okay.
Live
I think I've decided what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it then while I figure this out.
Okay, you want me to tell you?
Unless you think it might change by watching the trailer.
The trailer is also on Facebook.
I mean, I've seen the trailer already, and
well, I haven't because I was waiting to not see it.
I couldn't wait. Are you kidding me? It's also on Instagram.
Okay, I'm looking for it on Instagram because maybe that's I can find it.
I'm about to. Okay, I got it.
You have it?
I got it. Oh, I haven't seen this full.
Wait, where do you have it?
On Facebook.
Do you want to? Wait, you don't even have Facebook, or did something change? You have Facebook now?
Don't tell anyone, please.
Actually?
Well, I don't use it. I just sent it to you, but I don't use it.
Okay, you're sending it there. Thank you.
Is that the noise you get when you get a notification?
When I get an MSN message, text message, usually I have them muted. Okay, let's see what happens here.
I've already mapped out the hookups and everything. I'm really.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's so many things that are going to happen that have already happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I started to watch at one point. Fanta, you are a lifesaver. King Cash is also saying it's crazy no bananas this year.
Yeah.
I'll have my house D.
I mean,
control D there, but he's not.
I'm very happy and excited that bananas isn't there. I feel like on the one hand, it puts the rest of the OGs at a disadvantage because they have less numbers, but at the same time, we just need a season without him. He's done 20. It's go away for a hot sec. Can we just enjoy the show as a show instead of it just being about him winning?
I do like bananas more than a lot of other people, but he got his win now. I can have a little break from him for a little bit. And if he doesn't come back, I could be okay with that. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater anymore, but I just don't need him this season.
I think he's scared to come back after having that momentous win of the potential of him possibly losing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see him for a little while.
Right? And he'll come back for his 40th birthday or something.
Yeah.
Hi, Javon. How are you? Thanks for joining us back. Haven't seen you in a while. Javon is in the house. Okay. Let's try this again, guys. Let's see if I figured it all out, or Fanta has. Stop right. So, do you see what I need to see? Yes?
Yes.
What's my life? The live TV.
Yeah, this is real.
This season is the most mental game we've ever played.
This is the challenge double agent. Wait a second, this is crazy.
That's some sneaky You can lie, manipulate, be a double agent.
This season, there are only 10 skulls.
You have to be with the devil.
This game only gets bigger, crazier, and more intense.
I think we're louder than you. couple of different people are saying.
Who's saying that to you?
I just don't know what to believe. We starting the season off with a bang.
Yes, they did.
Ooh.
They figured something out because that was a very good trailer. Like, I mean, they usually do pretty well, but I don't know what about the production quality or like even the color correction. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. I do think the challenge does a pretty good job of listening to the fans and correcting what they need to correct between seasons.
It's so epic.
It's really epic, and it gives you like a lead into like, okay, we've heard these rumors about teams, double agents, but also like, okay, so you can be working against your own partner to try to get another partner and like screw them over to try to get something else for yourself. And there's going to be a lot of twists. And they mentioned, there's only 10 skulls total. So that means you have to go in and there's a limited amount. And we know this, which is exactly what we were asking for. Like, it just looks dramatic.
I have goosebumps still. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that moment, I mean, I've watched it a million times because it's like already on memes. But when CT throws his shoe and it hits Wes in the face, that moment, he's like, such a good moment. Yeah, that was a highlight for me.
Highlight? It was all really good. I think,
and not crying, being like, "Don't
drop me!" That was
it had everything. It had like all the trappings. Tori saying that this is crazy, not screaming. Josh yelling at somebody, blowing out his voice box. We're in for it.
Krissa says, hi Krissa, thanks for joining the live. I like Bananas as a player, but I'm glad he got his win and he cannot come back this time. It's fine. That's true. And I also think that some of the men that hadn't been reprimanded for using, language that might be deemed kind of shitty. I think he's probably taken a step back as well because of those kind of accusations about what he's said to people in the past. He's probably like, I got my win and people are coming for me saying I need to be called out for past racist actions and stuff like that. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he's like taking a break for that reason as well. Same with Jordan, said he was basically doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Jaquan says Team Young Bucks. I don't know if you're on the right podcast here right now, Jaquan.
I mean, let's not get too hasty. I mean, yeah, we don't like this alliance, but like they have some attributes that are good sometimes.
Name 3.
Absolutely.
No, 3. I would say like brute strength.
Okay.
Yeah, brute strength, no brains,
and loyalty,
which is highly entertaining. And Nelson's arc has been very interesting in the past. Nelson's.
Oh, because he left on a high because he went out like...
Yeah, after he was a piece of shit to Kayla.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these are all the points about them. I guess because like I don't like any of them to like date. I just can't stand them.
I mean, Chantel is using this as a dating service.
No, I'm using it to see what I like in people. You know what I mean? And I don't like any of the qualities as a potential partner, or even if I was going on the challenge, like I would not want to work with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'd work with Fessy.
Oh, Fessy's. Oh, is he officially part of Team Young Buck?
Isn't he?
I don't know.
I had Hunter. So like. Okay.
Oh, maybe he's not.
Yeah, I don't really feel like he is. I feel like maybe it could happen this season, but I feel like Corey was pretty salty with him still last season.
Oh, right.
He didn't go like along with like his kind of half-baked scheme.
Yeah.
And basically just like worship the ground that he walked on. So I don't know. I feel like, doesn't Corey usually like forget every season? Like he doesn't hold grudges. Oh, they said he was. Okay.
Cash says that they said he was. Okay, so he is part of Team Young Buck. I kind of actually remember that, like in one of the kitchen scenes with all of them.
But that was before
the final or whatever.
So
I actually like Team Young Buck more with Fessy in it.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll give you a half point there.
It's a little more palatable.
Yeah.
King Catch also says, I love that the skulls are back and they know how many there are, which is what we were saying all last season. It's like, okay, well, there's no stakes here because if they have unlimited, who cares? Wait till the end. And it just, we felt that needed to be revised a little bit. So I am happy that they changed it. So can either one of you just kind of explain the new format of what should be going down here this season, Double Agents? Why the name Double Agents?
Well, from what I've gathered, it's Double Agents because everyone's going to have a partner. How they're decided at the beginning, not quite sure on that. Everyone has a partner. You work together, you do the challenges. If you lose or throw yourselves in or people throw you in, however reason, your team is up for elimination and you go against another team, and they're all male-female teams. If your partner loses, but you win in the elimination, you get to stay and your partner's gone, and you take the other person's partner. So essentially, if you have a partner you don't like, you could try to get yourselves thrown into the elimination against a guy you think you could win, but a girl you think that she won't beat, or whatever, vice versa. So you can kind of play that whole card. So I think there's going to be a lot of team switches throughout the season. And then there's going to be 10 skulls total. So 5 for guys, 5 for girls. And you need the skull to be able to go into the final. So it's definitely going to be crazy. I think there's going to be a lot of people who have skulls going in multiple times still.
Defending the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that brings in the not necessarily just throw in Jay the whole time type thing. Like hopefully people will want to nab their skull and maybe have to defend it, but like go in fast and just at least get one and then, work on defending it, as opposed to like having people that are really dangerous to be like going up against near the end and maybe missing out on your chance that way. What are your thoughts on the new format, Fanta?
I think it's great, and I really, really hope that people play it smart this season and understand that I know that's always what we hope every season, but it doesn't turn out that way. But I hope that people look at that and go, okay, we really need to put these threats in, because in the long term, it doesn't help by throwing somebody like Jay in repeatedly. It's just really a waste of eliminations. And they should really be going after those big people, really tiring them out, really trying to like break their spirits to make for an easier final. So I think that's great. And I think that it's great that they've lowered the amount of skulls.
Love that. I love that. Hi, Sam. How are you? Oh my gosh. Yes, I've been waiting for this. I went back and watched your season 35 review. I can't wait for you guys to review this one. Yes. We're so excited. We love the challenge. Actually, Michelle and I have been doing a rewatch of season 1 of Road Rules, which is differently epic, but it's like, these are night and day type shows, and it's the evolution. Like, I'm just kind of floored by how different they are. Vastly different. Equally good, Sam says, hopefully Leroy can secure some money.
We always hope and pray. Leroy!
His year, though, for the fact that he doesn't have bananas. I think that him being with people, he has Nani there, so that could be problematic. But I think that if he's like a lone wolf and he's just playing his own game, he might have a better chance going further. But I think he gets a bigger target on himself when he has the bananas in there, and maybe Nani, depending, because he started playing his own game and Nani was kind of pissed that it didn't necessarily align with what she wanted or what was best for her. So hopefully that won't be a problem this time around. But I think he has a better chance without bananas here.
Yeah, and he's secure with Cam and they're in a good place. And I feel like he's more focused this time on the prize. And I think he was last time too. But like, I think he's just more confident in the choices that he's making. It seems like, hopefully, and I'm feeling more confident that he'll perform really well. Whether he'll finally get number 1, I don't know, but I have hope for him. I always have hope for Leroy, obviously.
I always have hope for Leroy. However, I feel as though Cam's scheming could potentially screw over their game.
She does play hard.
He does
Yeah.
scheme very hard, and I feel like that her scheming, sometimes she can come up with some really amazing plans, but they don't really flesh out in a way that really secures them like all the way to the end. And I hope that it does because I really would love Leroy to get a win, but I feel like Cam really can be Leroy's Achilles.
That's the thing. His game is pretty good, but his allies' games kind of mess him up. And not that they're bad games, but it just makes them like a flashier target. You know what I mean? Oh, got to break up that strong duo. And so,
Yeah. But I wonder now with having Teresa back, like I wonder if that could be a very interesting alliance. Like the last time they did well when they were together. So I wonder if that is like a little bit of a good luck charm for Roy Lee.
Weird?
what?
Do you think it's going to be weird because Leroy and Teresa used to hook up?
Nah.
I think so. Cam seems jealous.
Yeah, but so did Nani, and that was a thing.
Yeah, I feel like that was so long ago.
It was.
Like even when like they partnered up in that season, I feel like it was like also just like water under the bridge for the two of them.
Yeah, honestly, Leroy seems like he just lets things go.
Yeah, but I do agree. I could see Cam being like, "What? Who is this?"
What if Teresa's like talks to Leroy and like maybe they haven't had some closure in their relationship or something like that, and they just have like a heartfelt one-on-one, and Cam gets wind of it, and he's like, "Oh, it was nothing. We're just talking about like whatever how things end." And you know what I mean? Like I can just see it becoming a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, she's married and has kids, so I don't really see it as being like.
That's true.
She's a different person now. Like I'm so excited to see what she's like. Like she was such a firecracker, and she really got overshadowed by Camilla a lot in those days. And like Laurel and Carl, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Teresa, I don't know. I feel like she was underestimated back then. And like,
I agree. I rewatched a clip of her playing basketball against CT, strip basketball, and she was so good.
I actually remember that. So what was the last season that she was on?
She was on
Free Agents, wasn't it?
Was that
she was on Free Agents? She was on Free Agents.
Remember that? Ish?
28, 27.
Okay, around there? Okay. All right. I think we have enough preamble before we get to the main event, which is the male draft. So, Michelle, have you decided on your order and why?
I have to give why?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Much.
So I've decided that I'm going to go second because I can't decide and I want to be able to get to decide every other time on someone that I want. And I'm going to make Chantele go first because I'm curious who she's going to pick first. And I want her to have to wait before going again. And then I'm letting Fanta go third. Because I'm also curious to see who she is really interested in. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. This is my first draft, guys.
Okay. Well, I think that you, choosing wise, I think you did the best choosing because that's my least favorite spot. I prefer second. For sure. So, okay, let me just look. And
At my,
pardon?
you want to have a look at that?
Look at what? Sorry.
Draft?
Oh, your list? No, it's okay.
I'm just showing off. I found some construction paper.
I mean, it's very impressive. Thank you. Who do I want as my first pick? Oh man, this is actually very tough. I think I don't know this. I wish I knew some spoilers so I could make an educated decision.
That's bad.
I kind of, okay, this is controversial, but I'm hoping that he's been doing decently well considering his age.
Oh no.
Maybe time for him to get his W. I'm going to take CT this time around as my number one pick. Now, I know that he hasn't been performing as well lately, so that worries me if he goes into an elimination, where if he loses, he basically goes home. But I'm also think that he seems so much like not a threat, even though he's come to the end. He still does pretty well, not last season, but the season before he won. And so I'm thinking that he might be having his 40th year, retirement season 36, give him that W, and then he's done for good. So I'm going to take CT for my first pick. Don't know if it's going to be backfire and he's going to be out for second, third, but I'm willing to put my money on him this time around. Michelle, thoughts on this pick? You seem to have thoughts.
I mean, obviously CT was my first pick, so I'm not pleased about that. But you win some, you lose some, I guess. Yeah, I think that's a great decision. I think that he's looking great this season. It's obvious he's going to do better. He's looking less dad bodish, and he does well because he's someone people are still scared of. So really, I think things are in his favor, although we'll see what happens. Okay, so for my pick, oh wait, did you have thoughts on her picking CT?
Oh yeah, I'm straight pissed. I wanted him.
Okay. Yes, you all wanted him. Great.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
He looks amazing.
I'm happy. Because that's what you want to do, is you want to take away the picks that people wanted first when you go first. Hi, Blaine. Nice to see you again. I know you're probably very excited to have the challenge content back on Realness. Battle of the X's too. Well, thank you, Blaine, with all the answers. So I guess that's the last time Teresa was on. That seems so far away.
Oh, yeah.
I actually was thinking that, but I was wrong. I thought I was wrong. Sorry.
Out and looks fitter this season. Yes, I think.
Damn it. And well, there are other people to pick, so.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm questioning already what I wrote now, but I go with my gut. So for my pick, I am going to choose Leroy. And I'm choosing Leroy because I love him, and I think he is in a good position to win this season. I actually have hope that it's going to work to his advantage. I think that other people are going to be in the way of him being a target, and I think he's been really working towards it. I'm a little uncertain, but I feel he's going to do really well. So I'm just going to hold out hope for him and manifest a win for Leroy. Woo!
I'm very happy with that. Fanta, thoughts on Leroy, and especially Leroy being Michelle's first pick?
I think that's a great pick. I think that's a great pick. It's hard for me because I'm like, I want him to win so bad, but I just feel like his orbit is just not good.
I'm hoping that he does well. Hopefully, whatever, because what happens to him? Like, he gets so close and then it falls apart. And so I wonder if it's his belief, or I just don't know what he needs to shift and change in order for him to have that winning energy. And so it could be Cam, because Cam has she hasn't won, obviously, but she has that winner's vibrato. And I feel like Leroy has a little bit of I've never won, I don't think I can win. A little bit. It's just going to be natural because that's been his outcome. And so hopefully Cam's positivity and kind of boldness and we're the best type attitude will rub off on him a little bit. And maybe then he'll become a little bit more competitive in that way. So I think it's a good pick. He was somebody that I was thinking about as my first choice, but I didn't choose him.
All right.
Okay, Fanta, you get two.
Y'all ready for this? Okay. I am picking Wes.
Wes?
I'm so surprised that you didn't go West first, though, to be honest.
Wes is my pick. And then, oh, it's me again. Now I'm going for Fessy.
Okay. Good pick.
You gotta get a little guy. Look like he's smart. Big guy.
Do you think they'll work together? No.
Wes works with everybody, so.
I'll be honest. I love Wes more than, my own family. That's a lie, but I love him a lot. But I don't have hope for Wes this season. There's a clip that they show on MTV of everyone talks about their allies and everyone talks about their who's going to be their biggest threat. And every single guy said Wes, almost. Everyone sees him as a threat. And I just think that it's going to be hard for him to get through this time, I think, because he has such an ego. That said, I'm obsessed with him and he's going to have a lot of confessionals regardless of whatever happens. So I think he's a great pick. And Fessy was definitely on my list. He's strong. He's good at the challenges. He's smart.
These are two good picks, Fanta.
Yeah.
Two good picks. Well, Michelle, what is your next pick then?
I'm going to have to go with Darrell.
I wanted him, but
I was just I was like, I didn't want to make eye contact with you. Devin, please choose Devin.
I'm picking Darrell because obviously he has one of the best track records. I don't know how well he'll do this season, but I'm hoping he could win. I mean, I think he's strong enough too. I think there's just going to be some moments of luck within the game and moments of what the eliminations happen to be and stuff. But I see him doing well. I hope he does well. And I think he's just a strong person to have on your team always.
do you think that he's going to go after Corey? Do you think he still has bad blood from Invasion?
What happened with that again?
Remember when Corey threw him in?
Oh, for sure he will. For sure he will.
Well, yeah, it will be fun to watch. I hope he does. I hope he does.
Darrell has, yeah. Of course he's going to be pissed. Darrell holds such grudges, but he's like, I don't care. But he still holds
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm excited to see Darrell on my screen. I did want him to have him on my team just because he does well. He doesn't know anybody, that many people. He will know CT. There's a handful of people that he will still know. But I'm wondering, though, if he's going to be able to kind of get with these new school people. I'm just not sure how he's going to interact with them. But I do think that he is so strong in general that he probably will stay out of elimination for a while unless this rivalry with Corey comes to a head again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good solid pick. He was my next pick if I had that option. So,
Pick.
Sorry, what?
Who do you pick next?
I don't know. This is starting to get hard now. Okay, let me just look at this again. Don't know you. Don't know how you're going to perform. Maybe you.
If you really like rappers, there's 3 to choose from.
Really? I only know one. Sort of. From X on the Beach.
Joseph from America's Got Talent is a rapper. Lionel, a professional wrestler, also rapper. And Mitch Harris is rapper and dancer.
Oh.
So lots to choose from.
I'm going to go with someone you wouldn't expect me to. And this is because he tends to fly by under the radar for a while.
I know who you're going to say.
He's got a good win. He makes it decently far. I'm going to go with Kyle.
Knew it.
Kyle. Why did you know it, Michelle? Huh?
I think that's an obvious choice. He was next on my list.
Interesting.
With Kyle, like he hasn't fully proven himself, but he gets pretty far. Like with who he talks with, he's still likable. Like even if he's not on the same side as people don't dislike him other than obviously Paulie, and he's not on this season. So I feel as though there's a couple, well, at least one other person from the UK that's going to be there. I feel like he gets along with people. Girls might be interested in him. This doesn't seem like a threat for people to want to get out, and he doesn't do too terribly in elimination or like just in competition in general. So I feel as though he has the potential to go far, and I do think if he gets to the end, he could potentially win. So yeah, that's why I chose him.
It's a great choice.
Yeah, can't knock it.
You like it?
Yeah. I think it's a very strategic choice, and you can't have like all just people who will physically be good. It's almost like you've watched the show before, Chantele.
Seriously, right? Okay, so Michelle, you have another pick.
I'm actually gonna not go with my current order because I'm just having a lot of thoughts. I think for my next pick, and it pains me to say this, but I have to be smart.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go with Corey.
Oh, okay.
What, you thought I was going to say Nelson?
Yeah. I did.
Well, it's your turn. Who are you going to pick? Yeah, anyways, I picked Corey because he did pretty well last season. He made it to the final. He's in really good shape, and he's got a lot of allies this season. Fessy, I mean, who knows about that? Nelson for sure. He's got Devin. He's got kind of hit and miss with Wes. I feel like he isn't in Leroy's bad books. I don't know. I think he's an idiot. But I think he has a good chance of winning.
Yeah, and I think with Corey too, with his new family that he needs to take care of, he has a different drive. Whether or not it's just storyline or like how much truth he definitely is playing for his family to a certain degree, and I think that having that drive also is going to help him a little bit as well, doing well because he has two beautiful daughters to take care of and playing for them. It gives him more purpose than to just be kind of hot-headed and be good TV or whatever. I think that he wants to win the money more than he did before for more important reasons. And so I think having that drive is going to, I think that's what helped him last season. I mean, look, Nelson even gave up his Red Skull basically for Corey or whatever his position for Corey to be able to get to the final. So I think that his drive is going to get him far.
Yeah, and not only that, he, if the heavy hitters like CT get knocked out by some chance, then he is in a great position to win. If he still has to go up against those people, I don't know if he's as strong. So that's my only thing. I'm if he's up against CT, direct, some of the heavy hitters, I don't know how he'll do in a final, but I think if those people weren't there, I'd put my money on him, I
see it. King Cash says Kyle over Corey, such disrespect.
I think Corey's better than Kyle.
Pardon me?
I think Corey's a better pick than Kyle. Maybe, I don't know. I had Kyle before him too.
I think it's because as much as it's that whole popcorn mushroom muscles that Fanta likes to call them. You know what I mean? He's just kind of beefed up, but he doesn't have the smarts for me. I feel like Kyle is a little bit smarter, a little bit more strategic. And I just don't find Corey to be intelligent enough to game himself in a good position to get to the end. I think if he gets there, I think he has a decent chance of doing well, but I don't think that his strategic ability is going to be helpful to him. And so it's kind of he just oh, okay, I have to do an elimination to stay, as opposed to let me try to maneuver this so I don't have to go in or whatever, whatever the strategy is. And so that's one of the reasons why I picked Kyle over Corey, is because I just think that Kyle can maneuver his position in the game a little bit better than Corey can. Corey's just reactionary, you know? That's the end. But he doesn't really dictate his own fate, in my opinion.
Fanta, your turn.
2.
I'm doing 2 again. Oh, boy, oh boy.
Oh, wait, you get 2 again?
Oh, I should have gone 2, actually.
You should have picked 2 as well?
Yeah, because it's a snake.
Oh, fuck. So
okay, let me just do my second one. I wasn't going to pick Corey anyways, so it's fine.
So are you picking 1 and then Fanta's picking
1 and then Fanta picks 2.
Okay.
I mean, these pickings are slim.
They are.
Who dat?
If you need any background, just ask me.
I do have their pictures ready to go. I'm going to choose underdog, likable underdog, potentially a survivor alliance that may happen with Natalie. Maybe they can strategize together and move forward. So my pick is Jay. Now he's small, but people, if they watched the last season, they saw that he's a fighter and that don't count him out, that he might take you out. And so he may still be, a rookie that's, thrown in a lot or whatnot, but there are other rookies that people don't know at all that they might be able to throw in. So I think that he might be able to skate by a little bit. And if he gets further, I think that he's smart enough and he's good enough at a lot of different things that he could do decently well. But he has an uphill battle for sure. But out of all the newer players, I think that he has a pretty good chance of doing not too badly.
Yeah, I definitely think he's the best of all the bunch, but I was wavering in choosing him because I'm just scared at how he's going to shake up in the more physical challenges with the bigger guys. But we shall see.
Hear you. I mean, but it might not be something that's like a headbanger, like that took him out. It could be like what he beat CT against. You know what I mean? So there's things that could, exactly. It's going to be luck of the draw. If it's a season to do well in, it is.
Yeah. I think if it's something that's more strategic, if people are smart, they wouldn't put Jay in. But I don't know.
So before King Cash had said he has kids, remember? LOL. No, it's so true. Like he definitely brings them up all the time. That's kind of why I'm like, I believe that he loves them, but I'm wondering if a little bit is for show for the camera. But I do feel that he has that drive, Corey.
Oh yeah, Corey.
And then he also says Kyle and Nelson couldn't win anything in 35. But did they need to? I can't remember that season.
They could have. I mean, honestly, yeah, I agree. But I think it's just because there were better people there. And it's going to depend where the chips fall this season.
Yeah.
And also, though, like, I don't know if he's actually throwing it. We're saying Kyle here. But he never has need to win. You know what I mean? Like, he's always in a decent position that he's not put in the, win or go home type position. And I know when that fire is lit underneath you, like people tend to do better than you've seen them maybe perform when it's not that an important win. So I also feel that with Kyle, that if it's like a win or go home, he might show up a little bit more than just the dailies where he's like, well, I'm in a pretty good position, so I don't need to win this one, and have himself out in the spotlight. That's what I'm thinking. So what are your 2 picks, Fanta?
Oh, okay. So at this time, I have chosen to go with Nelson and Namvo.
Who?
Namvo.
Master guy.
Hold on, I need to pull up
Master. He's a German stud.
I don't know who that is.
There's not really much on him. He's like German guy. My prediction is that him and Nani might have a little something.
I don't even know. I don't even see
him.
Oh, okay. Yes, he's handsome. That's how I judge the new people.
Someone that Chantele would date.
Well, he has a very dateable face.
Yeah. And body, if you're into that sort of thing.
His body. Okay, so sorry. Can you just say again why you chose him? What were the attributes? I was not remembering who he was.
I think he'll be really good in endurance. I think that that's probably going to be a big thing for this season. Again, now that they're in another cold location. He just seems like he's like very well-rounded physically, as opposed to somebody like Fessy, where he is very, very strong, but I also think that he's not really great with endurance. So I think it's just good to kind of have like a couple of different physically fit options.
Okay. Any thoughts, Michelle?
Yeah, I definitely think he's a great choice out of the rookies. Like, he seems tall, overall pretty strong. He was on a show called Beastmaster. Never seen it, but to me that insinuates, he's probably going to be good at some shit. So, yeah, that's a good choice. And I'm saddened by that.
Saddened?
You're saddened that I took that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now my picks are like, ooh.
Wait, just going to slide past Nelson. We're going back.
Break.
Okay, so
I also think you made a good choice in picking Nelson. He's strong and good at stuff, even though he's a little like, but he is really good at some things, and he's got, again, a lot of alliance people here. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm really trying to pick well this season. Last season, as you know, I lost $100, and in this economy, that can happen again.
Thank you for providing me with that money, because I needed it at that time. Yeah, I mean, okay, Nelson, we all know that I find him really annoying. He can be humorous at times in confessional, so I'll give him, I understand why he gets called back. Do I care about him winning? Not really. Like, do you want to see the season where Nelson is the winner of season 36? Like, I don't think so. But he has been to a final before, the easiest final ever. And he does okay in challenges sometimes. So I think it's an okay pick. I don't think that's okay.
Anyway, I'm not going to tell you guys how to pick.
No. I mean, that's how you pick, though.
All right, it's my turn. My next pick, once again, I'm just completely not going in my order anymore, but I need to flesh out my team a little bit. So I'm going to go with a little bit of brains over brawn here and pick Devin.
I almost picked. That was smart.
I just think that, like, I've got Braun and Corey and Jarrell. Leroy is like smart in some ways, but not in other ways. Devin overall is sort of a West type in terms of like strategy, is going to try to think of the best strategy. I don't know how far he'll make it, but I feel like I need someone like him on my team.
Yeah, solid pick. I was pretty much going to take him next.
Yeah.
Just because I think that without having the whole bananas drama, that he's smart enough to figure out another angle for A, relevancy, and B, to like get further in the game. So I think that he will provide some good, hopefully some good strategic new angles that aren't reliant on like this like battle with what's his name, Johnny Bananas. So I'm excited to see how he plays without him. I'm hopefully that he's done some working out and like he's kind of practiced these things, and I think he's smart enough to want to do that. And so I would be surprised if he came back jacked.
I don't think he's like jacked, but he's definitely been working up. He had a dad bod glow up.
Oh,
what's up?
This is from before, but Krista says, I do think that CT got in shape this season because of Jay, and
totally
good reason.
Well, more to it than that, but definitely. He's like, okay, I can't embarrass myself anymore.
Embarrassment is a hell of a motivator.
Yeah.
Well, and then also, though, that he may be having problems with his family life? No, is that a real thing? Or?
I think that that's actually not true again, or maybe there will be some trouble, but now he posted like a story or photo or something recently, and it was like a sunset, but he had tagged his wife in it. So if they had some troubles, it seems like they're fine now. So I don't know the deal. I think people are kind of reading into it, but maybe they do go and get in, maybe they separate for a bit. I don't know.
I mean,
no, sorry, go ahead.
COVID really put a lot of relationships through the ringer, so I'm not surprised.
It's the best. King Cash also says about Nelson. Nelson is known for eliminations, though.
True.
Yeah, but like the headbangers, which is fine. Like you could be good at them, but for me, those aren't necessarily what I'm like, oh, you're the best challenge competitor because like you are good at headbangers. You know what I mean? Like I want the person that's a little more well-rounded. And that's not Nelson to me. But he's decent. So. What else we got? Nani's got a boyfriend now, though. Is that true?
Now, but she didn't on the season. I think it's a new boyfriend, or maybe it not. I think it's a new boyfriend though.
And also, has that stopped people before?
It's not gonna stop Nani. Oh my god, are you kidding? It's Nani. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's Nani. I think that like it's going to be interesting. Nani with Casey. Nani also like there's other guys around that are new. Yeah. I think we're gonna have a field day. Like Nicole's there. Like I don't know.
Nicole would like go for Nani.
I think it's the other way around. I think Nani will not go for Nicole. I hope not.
Nani would not do that.
Yeah.
Nani would not do that. Like,
I don't want to forget that she's like on this season. I saw her in the clip. I was like, right.
Get your ears ready for that accent.
I know.
I mean, if I liked her, I'd probably love her accent. Think it was cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she wasn't a terrible human being, maybe.
So Casey had a girlfriend last season, but things happened. So we will see with Nani. Exactly. Nani does what Nani wants to do.
Yeah.
I think her birthday's the day after mine, actually. I think she's January 26th. She's an Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think so. Blaine says he posted their 6-year anniversary the other day. So that's maybe what you were talking about with the sunset.
Yeah.
Hi, Tej. Surprise Michi is low on the totem pole, LOL. He's one of the most athletic out of the guys. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about taking him around now.
Yeah, thanks for saying that right when it's Chantele's turn. But, really appreciate it, Tej.
Which side are you on?
Clearly, I'm thinking about taking him. I'm still, let me just still look again. Only one of the reasons why though is because I've seen him before. So he's kind of like, he knows a little bit about the reality television game. He's on X on the Beach. He kind of, I don't know if he has any relationship with other people from the challenge, but like, I feel like he knows the game a little bit. And so I'm hoping that having that kind of knowledge will be helpful for him. But let me just double check if that's who I want. Okay.
Right. Two again?
Leo, I don't remember who that is. Oh, the guy with the red.
Do you get to pick two or just one?
You get two.
Okay.
Michelle, are you regretting?
I think it doesn't matter either way. I mean, it's hard. Either
more in total. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
15.
There's 15?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So these are my last two then.
Yeah.
And then you guys each get.
And then we each get one.
One. Oh, I forgot to write down one of yours. Okay. So then I'm going to do him, Michi, for reasons I've already said. Is fit. He is fine. So he might have, Nani might be into him. I don't know if you guys watched the X on the Beach that he was on, but he was kind of You watched Are You the One, right, Fanta? I know you got me into it, but did you watch the one with what's her name? But you know the one that what's her name? She's really pretty. She's dating the guy with the like twists or braids.
Oh, Uche and
no, she was a little more like she was skinny with big boobs and her ex-boyfriend looked like what's their
Kenya?
name? Who?
Kenya?
Yes.
Kenya. Yeah.
So Kenya was kind of flirting around with Mishi on X on the Beach. And then that guy from Are You the One showed up. And so it was like this weird like love triangle thing. But anyways, he just is involved in like, he gets the girl, like he has the swag. Like I feel like Nani actually and him would probably be the duo that I see the most. And I think that he's likable. People liked him having him around. And so I think that he might stick around for a while.
Michi was hooking up with Black China. There's like talk of like whether it was like while she was like with Rob Kardashian or not. But probably. But yeah, just a little factoid for you.
He says, "Hello, sorry guys." I mean, it was slim pickings at this point. I know who that person is, so I was most likely going to be taking him. Sorry.
So, what's your second pick then?
I don't even know who these people are.
Pick Josh.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Josh is still around, people.
I don't. Okay, the reason why I'm not picking Josh is because I just don't want to root for him. You know, like. Unfortunately,
nobody does.
Okay, I think I know who I'm going to take, but let me just scroll really quickly and see if I'm forgetting somebody.
You have 3 options.
No, I know. Three? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I know who they are then. So I'm going to take another newbie. His name is, let me pull him up so you guys can see what he looks like in case you don't remember. But it is, he's up here a little bit, isn't he? Up. This guy. His name is Leo Rush. He's a rookie. He's a former WWE wrestler. So I don't obviously know who he is. I've never seen him wrestle, but I'm hoping, let me scroll that down a bit so you can actually see his face. I'm hoping that he'll just be good at weird things like hanging things and climbing things, kind of like a ninja warrior was good at, well, she wasn't, but like we would expect him to be good at kind of just different tasks. So I'm hoping that he'll have a no fear attitude. He'll be good at random things. And I'm hoping that he's likable, but I really I don't even know what his vibe is. Like I haven't heard him talk yet.
He's also a rapper. So.
You have a problem with rappers?
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm having team rappers.
You
like,
want to have like your full skill set displayed. Rapper.
You have any thoughts about this guy?
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he could be strong. It's really hard to say what kind of drama he's going to get into or not. I feel like he'll probably get thrown in pretty early. I mean, we don't know. Do we know how tall he is?
I do not.
I think that'll factor into things a little bit. But honestly, he could do just as well as anyone else. And the only reason I didn't pick him sooner is just because he's a rookie. So
exactly.
He is 5'5".
You're lying. You're lying. God, wait, where did you see this? You're totally lying. 6'5". It's a 6, Fanta.
What? It said he's 1 point.
Oh no, I'm lying. I'm just joking.
Okay, like
165.
Apparently,
he's 165.
1.6 meters. He's 1.68 meters.
Okay, so 5'6". I'm 165. Okay.
So
he might be, small and mighty. Small and mighty.
I mean, it didn't go Jordan's way.
Yeah, Jay's a little guy.
Jay's little.
Does it say how short Jay is, or were you looking at like a WWE thing?
This is looked on Google.
Fair. I'm coming back next week with stats on height. Okay.
Okay.
Height and astrology signs. That's what I'm going to be doing next. Well, to catch up here, Sam says, I want to see Nicole be a player. I like the storyline personally with her. It's entertaining.
I mean, yeah, it's her only storyline.
My opinion is
that's what we're gonna get, whether we want it or not.
once you fuck with Laurel, like you're done with me.
Fair.
You know?
True. I mean, it may be interesting with Nicole, but I don't know if it's enough. You know, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't hate her, but there's some other people I'd prefer to have on my screen. Blaine says, "Isn't Nicole with Ashley, that Ashley chick? They did a true life quarantine episode." I did hear that, but that hasn't really stopped Nicole before.
There are no obstacles for Nicole, which
right?
some people can see as a good thing and some people can see as a bad thing.
Well, and she just like apologizes later for it. And she's like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Like, so I don't know. But for story drama, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Right. Josh, Ella, AO. Yeah, I'm laughing about that too. That's hilarious. Dang, Fanta's speaking straight back. It's so brutal. Wait, Josh wasn't picked? LOL.
We're not done yet.
No, it's coming. They're coming now. Why don't I?
Yeah, we don't have a choice. I mean, we're not going to finish the draft before, or we might.
Okay, go ahead, Michelle, with your next pick.
Well, my final pick for the day is going to be America's Got Talent's Joseph. Only because I don't want Josh on my team, and I think it's hilarious that Fanta has him on her team. To have Josh and Wes on the same team together, just like he's
this is some bullshit, and lines have been drawn, and I'm so like I had love for you, Michelle, but now I don't. And also everybody got a rapper except me, and I don't like that.
I got two.
You didn't want one. I mean, hey.
Oh my god! I think the ending of this is like perfection.
Did I have Josh last season too?
Probably. You probably picked him third or something.
Which is so hard because it's like you're like not rooting for the person at all, but then you don't want to lose. Ugh.
Okay, wait. So I'm missing one of your people. So I'll just tell you who I have. So I have CT, Kyle, Jay, Mishi, and Leo is my team. Who's your team, Michelle?
I've got Leroy, Darrell, Corey, Devin, and Joseph.
And Fanta.
I've got Fessy, Nambo, Nelson, Wes, and Josh.
I think we all have a pretty balanced team.
No, your team's pretty good. Honestly, your team is pretty strong, I'd say. I feel like I have like a more of a wild card team. Yours seems to be physically quite strong.
Yeah.
I would say, looking at it, I think Michelle, though, has the most well-rounded team, to be honest.
I mean, we don't know much about Joseph. Is he really going to be an athlete? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if you're really lyrical, aren't you good at puzzles? I don't know. I'm not good at puzzles.
I heard that Joseph might not have any game knowledge, and that somebody, I can't remember who it was, in one of these little preview episodes of like the veterans talking about the rookies, saying that like they asked him if he wanted to go talk, and he was like, "Oh, about what?"
Oh my god, Wes is gonna mop the floor with him.
Okay, so he's gonna leave immediately.
Yeah, he's probably up first. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I haven't heard about anybody else's,
So Josh isn't looking so bad now, is he?
Josh is gonna stick around for at least a little bit.
Yeah. As he does.
How does this work? Do we get points every time they're like on a confessional, or like what has it work?
Well, what do we want to do? We did points last time, did we? Well, we
didn't. The only point system that we did last time was who like made it past the purge. and then who made it to the final.
We can make it a little bit more complicated if we want. Do you have any things that you'd want to get points for, Michelle? And we can do.
Yeah, I think we should make a system where it's like you get 10 I'm just making up the amount of points. You get 10 points every time one of your teammates wins an elimination.
Okay. So elimination win.
10 points per elimination win. And then I would do like 5 points per daily challenge win. So it's like more epic to win an elimination, in my opinion, than a daily challenge, but you would still get like at least 5 or something amount of points for a daily challenge win. And then if you make the final, obviously you get a certain amount higher.
So people in the final will get.
And maybe like, sorry?
7 points.
If you're in the final?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Or should we make it 10 as well? I don't know.
I'll make it even numbers.
I don't know. Either way, I think
Yeah.
points for eliminations, points for daily challenge wins, and then points for like making the final and making. Is there going to be a purge? If there's a purge, then yeah, we could also do that as a thing.
Yeah, pass the purge.
Okay, so final pass purge, we'll just do 5.
Pass purge 5.
Final, getting to the final could be 10. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then what about the winner? Because are we doing so we're doing who has the most points, pretty much, correct?
Yeah.
That
Well,
doesn't
so winner would be like
more 20
50 point.
5-0. Okay. So basically, if you have the winner, you're most likely going to win.
Okay, maybe we should. Yeah, I mean,
That should be how it is.
yeah.
But
But maybe we should do it like 50 points for the winner, 25 points for second place.
Okay.
And then
Well, there's going to be 5, but there might be a purge within the final.
yeah, but I think it's like, okay, we're doing 10 points that you made it to the final. Your winner, you get 50 points. If you're second place, you get 25 points. If you're third place, you get another 10 points. Otherwise, you don't get extra points. Something like that.
Wait, sorry, just say that again.
So I'm saying, like, if you make it to the final, all the 10 people that make it to the final, they get 10 points for making it.
Mm-hmm.
The winners get 50. Second place, on top of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Second place gets 25 points on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like another 10 points for third place, and then otherwise you don't get it.
Yeah, gotcha. Now.
10 points for third.
Yeah, for third. And this would all be on top of the points you get for making it to the final.
I also want to just throw in maybe a couple fun ones.
Yeah.
Maybe makeouts.
Yeah, hook up. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, like should we do like 5 points per hookup?
Sure.
Yeah. I'll take a 5.
You have not.
A hookup has to be like if you hook up with the same person, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, you could though if it's like if it's something that's on the episode.
No, but it's like if one person's already hooking up with this person and they keep hooking up, you don't keep getting points. If
Well,
that
like hook up with somebody and then hook up with somebody else and then go back to the other person that they hooked up.
then you can get another 5 points.
Okay, so you have to hook up with multiple people before you get multiple points for a same
Yeah.
person.
In general, 5 points per hookup / makeout sesh. It has to be at least a makeout. Just a kiss does not count. It has to be at least a passionate macking
Okay.
or some sort of a hookup. You get the 5 points. If you keep hooking up, you don't get more. But if they hook up with someone else, they get another 5, and then they go back to that person, they get another 5.
Okay.
It's like you get points for having like the sleazy people on the team.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
and
I'm very happy then to have Jay and Mishi on here.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Like if rumor has it, correct?
We should have fights.
Oh yeah.
Right, of course.
Should we do another 5 points per fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then okay, wait, sorry. How much did we pick a number for daily wins?
5.
5.
As well. Okay.
Is $100 on this one again, or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's $100. Okay.
Got it.
I mean, don't pay up. But.
$50 each to give to the other person.
Oh, yeah, perfect. $50 to the winner. Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Okay, so to reiterate so far, 5 points per daily win, 10 points per elimination win, 5 points for making it past the purge or whatever that is, the halfway point, we'll say if it's not a purge, 10 points for making to the final, then we get 50 points for the winners, 25 points for second place, 10 points for third place, 5 points per hookup, and 5 points per fight. And the fight has to be like not like, yeah, it can be at a challenge, but it can't be in the, it has to be like a fight, like an actual, like, people are getting pissed. It doesn't have to necessarily come, does it have to come to physical, or can it also just be a verbal?
It can't, because then they would get kicked off.
Yeah, okay, so it counts as a verbal fight too.
And so both people would get points for the fight? Okay.
Both people get points, and both people get points in the hookup as well. That's great. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways to get points.
Now I love that I have Josh. Pop off.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get so many points with Josh.
Wait, what's this? Okay, Americans say sorry like there's an A in the word. Joking. I say sorry actually because I audition very often for American television. And if I say sorry, then it's like a red flag of being Canadian, and it takes them out of the scene. So I've actually trained myself to say sorry to not sound overtly Canadian. So I'm happy that it's working.
Wow, I love that.
Canadian, thank you.
This is also making me think that for the girls, I'm going to have to rethink some of my girl orders and pick like people who I think are going to win, but also people who I think are going to have some hookups and have some fights.
Are we doing the same order?
Pardon?
For women next week?
Sorry, say that again. Pardon?
Are we doing the same order for women next week?
Should we give that to Michelle as well if she wants to?
I don't know. I'd like to change the order if possible, but I don't really care what it is. I want to change it up.
To go first for sure. She's gonna put me third, and you'll be second, 100%. I know you would. Okay.
It doesn't matter to me, honestly. It really doesn't.
Oh, like this totally froze, and all my comments were frozen. So hold on, let's just catch up on these comments, and then we'll see if we want any more point things. Okay, 5-6, man, King Cash. No, don't agree with her. Josh and Casey were DQ'd from Big Brother due to COVID tests, yet they were on this season of the challenge. Weird. Well, I heard that with them that they had tested negative, positive, negative. And so I think that it was just a risk, but they had tested negative multiple times, but they had also tested positive once. And so I think that that's why they didn't let them on the show, just for the fear that they were still maybe contagious or still like a carrier of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tested negative like 2 months later when they were doing testing for the challenge. That's my thoughts. 5-6. Lane, remember people cheat on the challenge. Cara with Abram, Tori with Jordan. Oh, cheat. Oh, like I thought you cheat in like the challenges, but in their relationships. When did Tori cheat with Jordan?
They never actually cheated, but it was like rumored that they did. They cheated like after the season ended.
Well, on the reunion, this was when Tori was dating Derek, and I'm sorry, I can't say his name without laughing. But on the reunion, Derek was like basically saying that Tori cheated.
Yeah.
I think Derek was actually supposed to be on this season. That would have been interesting.
Well, who is he? Like, no, thank you.
He's so boring.
Krista says, I guess Kara on Abram, not with Abram. No, yeah, on Abram, yeah, with one of the twins.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Buell. Thomas Buell.
Yeah, Kara. So this guy, everyone's saying he doesn't know what the show is. Oh, it must be Joseph. your guy, Joseph. LOL. So I don't know who is better out of him or Josh. Exactly. I might think that Josh might be a better pick here. Only because he knows the game a little bit better. Yeah. And he goes decently far, even though he's so loud. She said, how did y'all even decide on the America's Next Top Talent guy?
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know how publicist, like, was this like, hey, like getting paid $5,000 a month, like needs to get him on another show. I don't know.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's going to be drama. Maybe they interviewed him and he's just like living. And maybe he's the right energy.
He looks very calm to me.
Yeah, I watched some of his videos and like he's just like a really like sweet, good-natured guy. But I feel like Michi is gonna be like wilding out. Yeah, for sure. Oh my God.
King says
not a real violent rivalry
will continue, and it will continue on Fanta's team.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
On Josh's side, it will what we're talking about. The rivalry. Oh yeah, of course. Josh really wants that to be a storyline. Kyle said what, Krista? I'm sorry. I'm behind. Joseph. Hi, Joseph. How are you? It's crazy. Josh did the season, yet was medically DQ'd from... Oh, we already did that. Correct. I didn't realize it was you, Joseph. Thank you for joining the chat. Blaine says the way y'all see sorry, that was him. Okay, wait. Gives me Degrassi flashbacks. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I can't say it anymore because I'm so well rehearsed of saying sorry. But do you guys say sorry or sorry?
Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like you, I have to say sorry.
Yeah.
But especially sometimes there's slip-ups.
Like a boo?
Is awesome. So.
And okay, we're there. And
ooh,
wait, as for quitting daily comp. Oh,
-5 points if they quit a daily comp.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm into that.
Okay, quitting daily. Or like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that also like. The thing that's really interesting about that is that somebody that you would pick who is more likely to be dramatic in the women is also more likely to quit a daily comp. So you kind of have to weigh that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I like this detail.
What about crying?
No, I don't think it's fair to do crying.
Too much.
It's so unfair. Like Josh cries every second. What are you saying? Like some of them don't cry at all.
No on deductions, but
yeah, -5 every time you cry. Like no.
So no crying. Okay, that's it's too many points for Fanta.
Yeah,
and yelling.
I think we've got a good amount of points right now in the system.
All right. Well, there might be one more. We'll see. Hold on. Krista says, can Fanta get a point? Okay. I'll try to bring up his rivalry with Wes.
Absolutely. I can.
I mean, that would just be a topic. I don't think I got to count those.
Yeah, we can make that like a drinking game.
Out of it?
Out of it.
I'm just going to write it down to remember to talk about it every episode.
Yeah.
Bringing up rivalry. Joseph says that makes sense, Chantele. It's just weird. That's all. I know. Krista says Kyle said that about the America's Got Talent guy, right? In the pre-confessional things. Yeah, Kyle went to go and talk to him strategy. So Kyle's probably trying to rally in all like the outcasts or the new people, the rookie guys. And sorry, what do you want to talk about? Pulling a Casey Cooper.
Who dat?
Casey crying with Wes on the duel.
Yeah. You mean on Crush Me?
Oh my gosh! Flashback.
Yeah, Casey cried a lot. A lot.
Is that what you mean, Blaine? About her? Who's pulling a Casey Cooper? Okay, so I mean, I think we have pretty good stuff. If something comes up, we really need to.
We can revisit this next week too when we do the women's draft, and make that final decision of like, okay, is this all the things that we're gonna do?
I feel like there's like one more that we're forgetting. Like, I don't know, when the episode title gets named by after a quote you say or something, or having
I feel like they're gonna say that so much though.
What?
I feel like they're gonna really like pump them to say that episode. Is that what you're saying, the episode title?
Double. Oh, that?
Yeah.
I wonder how many times they'll say like double agent because they said they didn't say told Madison that much actually. I wonder if there's gonna be a phrase though that's on repeat, you know? Like if they put the daily comp, yeah, she does do that kind of thing. Was she still down the ledge? It was in we just watched it, Michelle.
Oh yeah.
She didn't do it. Sorry, Blaine. Now I understand your reference. Cheech says now kind of seems like Turbo to me. I don't know why. Okay, that's good.
Turbo. Like from what I've seen, he seems pretty chill.
Turbo can be chill until he's not. I mean,
like pay off a chicken head and run on the
you can say you're chill and then you're put in the challenge house. Like it does things to you.
Without a pool, without a beach trip.
They're in Iceland.
And they're in Iceland. They might get a hot spring if they're lucky.
Yeah.
Are there any spoilers that don't talk about boot lists or stuff like that we want to talk about before we end this little session? And if you guys have anything to share in the chat, we don't want to know any of the boot order, boot list, or anything like that. Anything that will really affect our watching. But if you have any like tea type spoilers, we're into it. So do you guys have any to share? About the world of the challenge, not necessarily this season.
I mean, there's been talk of like if Jordan and Tori are still together.
Yeah. I'm looking into that.
Because they haven't like really posted much like about each other, and they normally do. Except like they haven't like except for their like promo stuff that they do. So that's very curious.
True. I've heard about that a little bit, but I am scared to look at things because I don't like people just were posting on Twitter like, oh, so and so was eliminated. Like I didn't see, but like I just saw the beginning. I'm like, oh my god, okay, like like
yeah.
People are quite willy-nilly with like just like, exposing that, and I find it actually annoying. Like if you're watching, say, Survivor and someone spoils it the next day, annoying, but it already aired. But I don't really like knowing detailed spoilers before the season, you know?
Yeah.
Me too.
Jordan takes Tori's Insta pics, and I've seen them post. Okay.
I think they are fine. Like, I think they had a patch where they were away from each other, and then they were like in each other's stories again briefly. But things still seem weird, but also like they've said on podcasts in the past that sometimes they need time apart. So I don't know. I think they're still together, but they're just, as you said, quarantine's been rough. So perhaps they're just working on some shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm like Turbo. I think that he seems like he's a forgiving person. So I don't think of him. I don't really see the resemblance, actually, to be honest. Not the resemblance, but the character attributes.
Like, I'm just like, Tori hasn't posted like a picture of like her with Jordan since September 15th. It's crazy. I mean, also like, I'm not that type of person. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I don't post.
But they did post quite a bit before when they started to date. Like, they're singing on each other's channel, and like, you know. All like they were kind of a lovey-dovey couple. So
that's
what Blaine is saying is true. Yes, that is tea. So they did get renewed for another season. It's starting to film in March.
Nice.
So we're gonna have a pretty consistent.
Where?
I wish it was like Patagonia or something like that.
I don't know where at all, but somewhere where they allow Americans. during the time of COVID.
Yeah.
7, correct. Okay, so Jordan takes. Oh yeah, we did that. Okay, so Joseph says, yeah, I would check BB updates and people would be spoiling left and right. I had to quickly click away. I hate to be spoiled. Big Brother's different, in my opinion, because I watch the live feeds, and so I like being knowledgeable in real time about what is actually going on in the house. I watch the show just to see what the competitions look like and the confessionals, but I derive what I think is the storyline and like the strategy that's happening from what I consume on my own with my own 2 eyes. I don't allow the producers of Big Brother to kind of paint the story for me. So personally, Big Brother is the only one, because it's happening in real time, that I don't mind being spoiled, and I like that, and it's how I've always enjoyed Big Brother. But do you guys have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I like, just because there's Big Brother also has 3 episodes in a week. It's just, it's kind of like, if the challenge had that many episodes in a week, I might want to like look at spoilers, because you're right, it's not really so much about the competitions, it's about like what is happening in the house, and you don't get that without the feeds and that sort of thing.
Yeah, like if there was live feeds of the challenge, like I don't think I would want to. I would want to be live feeds. Like I would love to see them going through this in real time. Like that would be pretty cool. Instead of them filming it and then editing it and airing it, I would actually really like seeing it. If they could do it similar to Big Brother, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it'd be really cool. Okay, we have a few more, and then we're almost caught up. Secret to Go from Are You the One has a crush on Darrell. She made a YouTube video.
Is that Amber, my queen?
Must be Amber, Michelle's #1 pick.
I didn't say she was my #1 pick.
I'm kidding.
She might
be.
I'm gonna take a look at that. That's cute. Or it could be either Amber. Actually, I could see Big Brother Amber having a crush on him as well. Oh, Are You the One though? Sorry.
Yeah.
I
was hoping for Amber to like hook up with one of the girls, because I feel like this is like the time where there's like the most like gay or queer women on the challenge. So there's like Anissa, Amber, Casey, Nicole, Nani, I guess.
5 out of 15. That's pretty
That's a high number.
So, I mean, you never know what happens. Like maybe she's talking about this after the fact, but maybe she does have her little flirtmances with some of the women. I wouldn't be surprised if both are true.
Yeah, I don't think the Darrell thing will go very far though, but.
No, because he's fully married with children, correct? Yeah. Blaine says, I saw this podcast where they interviewed a producer of the challenge, and they said that they are trying to get TikTok followers on the show.
No.
I did hear this rumor. People are like freaking out. I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, like, hell hath no fury, like, challenge fans, and I just really don't think that they want to mess with that. Like, that is just, I think, our boundary. Like, our boundaries got pushed a little bit with, like, Big Brother and, like, all of these other shows, and then we were kind of like, okay, fine. But TikTok,
Like, I don't want to see Charlie when she turns 18 on the challenge, and Addison Rae, like, lovely people. They have their 100 million followers. Amazing. They do what they do. But I don't, well.
In a way, it's going to bring more viewers to the show.
It's the viewers for sure. And, like, maybe
I want to do it.
I'm curious to see how they did, maybe. But, like, people from the Hype House, like, I don't know. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like that medium doesn't translate well. Like, I don't feel like TikTok viewers want to go watch a show that's been on for 37 seasons or 36 seasons.
But they might be like, oh my gosh, like, she's on that? Let me go watch. If she like puts a trailer or whatever on her Instagram or TikTok. And I mean, I like the TikTok people maybe a little bit more than I did with like Big Brother. So there's that. It says they might giving Jordan can be stressful sometimes. Yes. I was always very proud of Tori, how she was able to handle Jordan, but I think he would be a lot.
Apparently he's chill at home though. Apparently he like smokes pot all the time.
I don't know if he really has like no chill, like or chill. Like I feel like he's always has a level of like,
Intensity.
Mm-hmm. Tej, the turbo thing was just because of his English isn't that great. Girls might like him, and he seems like a very physical person. Okay. Chris says, I saw the boot spoilers from last season. I was satisfied with the spoilers, but this time I'm trying not to know the boot order this time. Yeah, I want to. I've known them before, and like, it's okay watching, but I still like being surprised a little bit more.
Me too. It's way more exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you get like, even when you're watching the eliminations, like sometimes with editing, like you can kind of start to get an idea of what's going to happen. So anything that can kind of keep that away for as long as possible.
Says that they contacted Tyler Oakley, who is a big YouTuber, and he declined. Well, he also was on The Amazing Race twice, wasn't he? Do you guys not watch The Amazing Race?
I don't know who that is.
But I think I remember him being on The Amazing Race, and I think Tyler Oakley is lovely, but I think that a lot of these people are really gonna kind of weigh out and see like, oh, like this is actually like really grueling and physical.
Yeah, it's like, not that appetizing, I don't think, as it used to be. Like with the pool scenes, the sexy pool scenes that loves, like people would probably be like, yeah, I want to go do the challenge, but like I don't think people want to be hurt and humiliated necessarily.
Yeah, I just think like a lot of, and I just think about those little TikTokers, they're so teeny tiny. They'll get rocked.
I know, they're so tiny.
Because also with the BB feeds, it gives you more, and the episodes don't show everything, so the feeds help fill the blanks. Absolutely, they don't show anything on the actual show. Blaine says, "Can you imagine Bryce Hall and Addison? I don't know who Bryce is, but Addison Rae, I do know who it is. Addison Rae has been kind of best friends for on TikTok with Kourtney Kardashian. So I don't know, getting the Kardashians to be watching the challenge, I think that's interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing one of them on there. I don't think it would ever happen, but And our last comment. So Tyler Oakley was on Amazing Race. So yes, exactly, twice with Corey. So, do we have anything else to share? Or have we done it?
Excited. I just want to go in and do the women's draft, but we got to wait a week.
Me too. I'm ready, and I'm ready to start.
Michelle, are you going to tell us today the order, or are you going to wait till?
No, let me wait because I need to think about it again.
Okay, because I wonder if you're going to give us the.
I feel like no matter what, I'm going to lose people I like. So it's like, what can I do?
Yeah. Joseph says it shows how much the show jumped the shark with casting. If they cast Joseph, who was from America's Got Talent, yeah. I mean,
I agree with that, but I also think like because it's also a pandemic, I feel like that's kind of like shaken up possibilities for casting as well, because I know that Big Brother had issues with that too, and they weren't really able to get the people that they exactly wanted to. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't disagree with that statement. But I feel like this also that also plays a factors into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably just like grasping at whoever they can get. It seems a little bit, because I feel like there's more people that would have been better to pull from. You know what I mean? Especially if like Mark is having his OG season. Like, there's people that are interested in the game still. So I'm just wondering why they didn't just go to their well there. So maybe he has a lot of fans that we just don't know about because we don't watch the show.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're obviously trying to draw from different reality TV reserves, and I think because Mark they got their OG greenlit, right? So I feel as though some people from the OG group are probably like, it's one or the other. Like, I can't do both for whatever reason. But apparently they don't want Brad.
Really?
That's what I read somewhere, that they're like, Brad keeps wanting to come, and they're like, no.
Oh, on Josh's shirt next week. I saw online somewhere they had like the picture of like your birthday and your like month and birthday or something like that. It has all the different pictures of all the different challengers, and so you see like who your alliance will be. So I'm gonna share that next week.
Yes, do mine.
And no, I'll pull it up and we'll do it next week because I just don't remember where I saved that. But this has been great, guys. I loved catching up about the season. I love all of our teams equal, separate but differently. You know, I think we all have some pretty solid teams. Nobody has the dud like Fanta did last season.
I know.
Yeah, but I am excited. I am excited to do this with you. So, Fanta, I was considering doing this at this time next week. That's something you'd be free with. Now, would you want to just do it on this day moving forward? Or the other option, which is what I would prefer, is going live right after the episode. And I could give you a link so you can watch the East Coast feeds.
Whoa.
So we can go live right after.
That's on Wednesdays?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll talk.
Okay, I just want to put it out there because I would just love to like watch it and go live bang right after. I think that would be really fun. Obviously, people will always be looking forward to challenge content, but having to wait till Monday might be less desirable. So I would love to go right on after. So if that could be something we work out, that would be ideal.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Did something else come in? Teach says, oh yeah, Jenny said that they were alternated at the very last moment. Like she flew out, I think. Oh.
I heard that too.
Because did she have COVID? Like what happened, do you think?
I don't know what happened, but she got swapped out for some reason.
Weird.
From BB, thank goodness.
Say that again?
Mark Jansen from BB also got.
Yeah, thank God.
Goodness, like, no, thank you. Are you praying to the challenge gods?
What? The challenge gods, exactly. Thank you. I would not do that at all. Would he have gotten along with Josh? No, him and Josh were fighting on Big Brother, weren't they? Oh, terrible. It would have been terrible. Okay, so Michelle, are you working on anything that you want to share with the people other than maybe your Instagram and Twitter?
I don't have Twitter. But yeah, my Instagram's right here. And yeah, I'm working on, I'm in Toronto and we're back to lockdown. So I'm working on being at home and doing some curbside job work.
Absolutely. Fun times. And Fanta, are you working on anything to share with the peoples?
I am not working on anything. I think we're close to doing another lockdown here in Vancouver. I am auditioning just like you are. This is my handle. You want to talk to me? I'm bored. Nothing's going on. If something comes up, I will let you know.
Well, since we're in lockdown, like maybe you guys would care, but I played an online version of Big Brother about a year ago called Big Brother Cheesecake. It's called Big Brother Cheesecake is because the winner gets a gift certificate to the Cheesecake Factory. So on the season that I played on season 3. There's been another season since, but I won season 3. And now I've been asked to go back and play Allstars. So Allstars is also starting December. And so since you guys might have some more free time, I would love it if you guys just watched it. Now, Nick, I don't know if you guys know my friend. Michelle knows Nick. And this girl, Lindsay, who played on season 4 together, are going to be in overhaul and doing reality realness and watching this season. But I would love it if you guys kind of followed along and maybe were a guest every once in a while to talk about how mine and anybody else you might know's game is in the season.
Anything for you, Chantele.
Stop it. Oh, stop. But just, putting it out there. And obviously, I don't have a link yet, but I'll put a link in the bios as soon as I get one. I think he's starting a specific YouTube channel. He does daily videos on what's going on in the house. And so if you can stomach them, please watch them and you'll have an idea what's happening in the game. And then there'll be exit interviews once a week so you can watch that video on Reality Realnesss. So that's what I have coming up. I have a tough road, uphill battle in this season because, like, you know, winners get targeted unless you're Nicole Franzel. So I might not do well, who knows, but we'll see how it goes. It's happening. December 1st, it's starting. Just let me know. All right, well, to the end. I'm so happy that you did. Please do us all a favor, subscribe right down over there. As you know, we're on the mission to 1,000 subscribers. Please like this video to let us know that you care about the challenge as much as we do, and ring the bell so every time we go live, you'll be notified. That's all I got. Bye, guys. I'm so excited.
Bye.
Next week.
Yay! Next week is gonna be fun.